Everybody, it is October 12th, 2022. It's Adam Flowers. We're back here with Mob Vlog. Red Wemette, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Awesome. So
it's 85 degrees here.
Yeah, so you survived the hurricane, and it's 85 degrees. And oh, there's the coffee cup. Red got his coffee cup. I didn't get my coffee cup yet, but there's the coffee cup. Yeah, you can get your coffee cup too.
Down it says on the back of it.
In the description, you'll see the link. Yes, there it is. So very cool. Hey, you got to hit the like button, everybody, if you're just coming in. And if you haven't been here before, this is a Mob Vlog. We talk about Chicago outfit history and various other subjects. Wherever the show may go, wherever the people take us. But we always discuss the facts, argue the opinions, and learn something new. Always, right, Red?
Always.
Joe Collada. How you doing, Joe? He doesn't joke a little. He joke Collada. William Kirchmayer. Nice cup. Thanks. Yes, a couple of nice mugs on that mug. Thanks, Luminous Grin. Hit the likes if you're just coming in, everybody. We're talking about Howard Hughes today. Howard Hughes.
A remarkable man.
Which is, well, remarkable. The guy had OCD. I mean,
very severe.
I thought I was
talking about severe mental disorders here.
Talking about mental disorders, yeah. We'll be talking about those later on this afternoon, won't we?
Yes, mine on the next show.
We will.
On my channel.
He was an eccentric who inherited his father's company when he was 18. Yeah, Hughes Corp. Now, do you know what, Red? Do you know what Hughes Corp got famous for, or what they?
Yes, drilling bits. They had bit drills that would go down further than anybody else.
Well, it wasn't. I don't know if there was the depth, but it was the three heads. Because back then, the drill bits, they had like two turning heads to go through the rock, and his dad developed one that had three. And so that
the bit head, it just screwed onto it.
Right.
But they had the patent on it, and everybody wanted one.
Well, anybody wanted to get to oil had to use this bit to get there.
And those were deep. Those were deep wells.
And his dad was smart. Listen to this. He didn't sell the bits. Wouldn't sell them. You couldn't go buy a bit. You had to lease them. So anybody who wanted to get to oil had to lease the bits through his dad. Therefore, his dad made all this money. Howard, he turns 18, convinced the judge to give him control of the company. But there is an involvement with the Chicago mob, which is why we're talking about Howard Hughes today.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. I mean, Hughes is kind of part of the reason that the mob was, kind of driven out of Vegas.
Well, as I look at it, the first hotel, I believe, was it the Sands that he was staying at, that he bought? He was up on the top floor. He had the whole top floor leased, and they were going to throw him out. And it was Bob Mayhew that told him, Howard, they're going to throw you out the only way short of throwing you out is if you buy the place. It's fine, I'll buy it. So
that's right. He made Mo Dalis an offer he couldn't refuse.
Certainly did. Lots of money.
Chief Smoke a Lot. Hiya, Red and Adam. Great book, Red. I'm already halfway through it. Hey, Chief Smoke a Lot. I don't think I've ever said your name. Nice moniker, and welcome to the channel. Good to have you with us. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cindy Workman's in the house today. So is Lewis Cole. Everything's going great. And
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Lois.
poised for duty. I wonder if Howard Hughes made the girls do before he entered the Jelly Roll. What the hell does that? Hey, do you guys know the story? Do you guys know the story about Howard Hughes with the ice cream? Did you ever hear this? Red?
I did, yes.
The story about the ice cream. You've heard that?
Pistachio.
No, it wasn't pistachio. It was banana
Cream
nut.
something. It was very rare. It was something that.
No. This is great. So,
Okay.
all right. So, Howard Hughes, he had a taste banana nut. That's what it was, banana nut. Okay, that so he ordered. He ordered for the Desert Inn. They actually had to build extra freezer space. Okay,
Large quantities.
No, I'm serious, man. He bought 100
He
gallons.
never run out.
No, he bought 100 gallons, okay, of Baskin Robbins banana nut flavor, so that he have his own personal stash of banana nut to enjoy as he spent his days working. Okay, but then he got it in the Desert Inn. He brought a whole. The word came in that the next day, after the banana nut ice cream got there, he changed his mind and he wanted something else. So he had to switch. Okay. So they ended up
we're having at the buffet banana nut ice cream.
This new flavor obsession. No, look, we're talking about a guy who's OCD, total obsessive compulsive. Okay. And so he gets this banana nut ice cream, builds extra freezer space at the Desert Inn so that he could fill it up. And then decides the next day, I want French vanilla. Okay. They literally had a lifetime supply of banana nut ice cream filling up. Although the staff and aides found themselves giving away gallons of the ice cream to anybody who wanted it, there may be a few freezer burned gallons somewhere in the depths of the Desert Inn's freezers. Okay. They gave it away to anybody who wanted. You want some banana nut ice cream? Yeah. You imagine that?
Yes, I can.
Wow.
The man was totally eccentric.
Oh, big time. I mean, just big time eccentric. So, and obsessive compulsive, you know.
Yes.
Anybody's
and agoraphobic.
Agoraphobic.
Panic attacks, very bad. And you know, a lot of people, when I went through my thing, a lot of people said, you live like Howard Hughes. You never come out of your house. You never do this. You never do that. It was funny. But I said, I wish I had his money, you know.
Don Ciccio Porzalo, he'd also like to have his money. I'll tell you what he's 20 years old going to Hollywood. Okay, he was 20 years old. He's going to Hollywood going, let's go make movies. And one of the movies he made was a airplane movie. And so they went around chasing clouds because the only way to show the movement of the aircraft was to have clouds in the background. So they're driving around Arizona, Nevada, California, chasing clouds to shoot this movie. And in one of the scenes, he wanted the pilot to do. None of the pilots. There were like 30 pilots flying. Most of them were World War I pilots.
And a lot of accidents. He had a lot of accidents on the set.
You think you were in a lot of plane crashes? Holy shit, Howard Hughes. So he flew the plane himself for the movie, and he crashed, and he fractured his skull. All right. Now you think, I mean, so he's a kid, gets into a plane crash, trying to do some trick stunt thing. Okay. When trick stunt things weren't a thing yet, right? I mean, no. The Wright brothers only figured out how to do this like maybe 20 years earlier. So what was this, 1930? I think he was born in 05, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't recall.
Yeah, no, I got the information. 05, December 24th, 05. Wow, day before Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
Same as Mo Dalitz. Mo Dalitz was born December 24th, 1899.
I bet he knew that, and he said, "Can you imagine that? We were born on the same day."
Now think about that. He buys Mo Dalitz's hotel from a guy who has got the same birthday as him. Never knew that. But see, you always learn something new. Even I learned something new today.
I think it was reported that he paid like 3 times what it was really worth.
Oh, yeah. He overbought, overspent.
And then
Sound like I'm
he
from the
was so
street.
he was so happy about it. He went out and bought other hotels. He said, "I like this. I like this. They're like toys to me. It's like playing Monopoly. I'll just buy some more."
Literally did. The government shut him down. He was trying to buy
That was the reason, the connection with the Chicago outfit.
the Stardust. He was trying to buy the Stardust from the Arctic.
Well, he actually bought it, but he couldn't get the license. And so the deal fell through because it was contingent upon getting the license. So when he applied for the license, that was it. The government said he was taking a monopoly. Nevada government said he was going to have a monopoly in Nevada. They didn't want that.
So
he was also chasing the mob out too. Because if he owned everything.
so quote, he cleaned up the image of Las Vegas, said Robert May.
The perception.
No. Quote, he cleaned up the image of Las Vegas, said Robert Mayhew, who spent 13 years working for Hughes. Quote, I've had the heads of large corporate entities tell me they would never have thought of coming here before Hughes came. So the Hughes fortune's based on a drill bit patented in 1909 by Senior and Walter Sharp. Imagine a guy with the name Sharp invents a drill bit. That's funny. All right. Anyway.
I'm sure he said no pun intended. Walter Sharp here.
I'm telling you, it's like having an accountant with the name Cheatham. Okay? Just saying, So Hughes' fortunes based on a drill bit. The first bit that could easily penetrate solid rock revolutionized oil drilling and made Hughes and Sharp rich. Hughes' mother died in 1922, and 2 years later, his father died. So his uncle, Rupert, this is back when Rupert was still a cool name to have.
Do you remember what they died of? His mother died of?
No, I don't. Do you? No idea. I'm in the Review Journal right now, so that's why I'm just going down this mess hole. But no, I don't know how they died or what they died of.
What year was that?
1922, his mom died, and then in 24, his dad died.
Okay.
So in 1925, he's 20 years old. He was 19 years old, standing in front of a judge, convincing him, well, let's get on with this. The rest of his extensive family expected the orphaned 18-year-old to finish Rice University. Instead, he dropped out and announced his plans to take over his father's tool company. Not content to be the majority stockholder in a family business, he tried to buy his relative's stock. By the time it was over, Hughes owned all the stock in the company and had alienated his entire family. This was a guy at a young age knew what he wanted in life. Alienated his whole family. Just went, see you. I'll just buy you guys all out, right?
Yep. And he started up TWA. It was going to be American Airlines, and he said Trans-American Airlines. And he said, no, let's change it to Trans World Airlines because we're going to be going over to Europe.
Yeah.
So it became TWA, which was the largest stock sellout in one day in history.
Okay.
The government made him sell the stock because they said he had a monopoly on the airline routes. So, bang, he lost that too.
In Los Angeles, Hughes met Noah Dietrich, a former race car driver turned accountant. Wow, a race car driver that turned into a juggler. Believe that? And hired him in 1925. Most historians agree that it was Dietrich who transformed Hughes from a wealthy man to a billionaire. Quote, there's no doubt about it, affirms Mayhew. Quote, he was delivering Howard profits of $50 million to $55 million a year. Big bucks in those days.
Oh, yeah.
In June of 25, Hughes married Houston socialite Ella Rice, and they moved to Hollywood. He kept her isolated at home for weeks. She returned to Houston and divorced him in 1929. She took 4 years of, you're staying at home. His second wife, actress Jean Peters, married Hughes in Tonopah in 57, divorced him in 70. Except for a brief period in 61, they lived apart. Wow. Man, this guy couldn't decide what he wanted,
Oh, Joe Kennedy hated him. When he went out to do films out, Joe Kennedy was out there before he was doing films.
Oh, hey, another coincidence, Red. Do you know in 46, so 1946 is the same year. This is weird. So this is 1946. It's the same year that Bugsy Siegel opened the Flamingo. Guy McAfee opened up the Golden Nugget. That same year, Howard is flight testing a plane. He's test piloting a plane.
Yeah, that was the one where he crashed in California.
That's right. He crashed the plane into Beverly Hills. He wasn't expected to live. The crash broke nearly every bone in his body.
Burned 80 or 90% of his body, too. He had burns to the end.
Crazy that the guy survived this, okay? But again, in these crashes, this is what happens.
And somebody helped him out of the aircraft.
Oh, yeah, they pulled him out. I remember that being depicted in The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio. They kind of showed that and showed the whole depiction.
He left something to him in his will.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. But the will was null and void anyway. There were so many wills on Howard Hughes, it was just pathetic.
They made a movie about that, Melvin and Howard, where
yes. That was the guy who said he went down the street and picked him up or hitchhiking.
I don't know. Is that what it was? But he was from Good Springs, right? And I guess he helped him change his tire, whatever. Anyways, he left him a big inheritance, and the guy got to leave Good Springs out there in Good Springs.
That will was found to be null and void.
Oh, that's
actually Melvin had made up the will himself when they couldn't find one.
Easy. Hey, Almighty don't like nobody. Jimmy Calandra said on his YouTube channel that John Gotti probably is what he means, picked bullied Sally De Laurentiis prison. Could that be allowed or even true?
I don't think it's allowed.
He picked on or bullied Sally D in prison? John Gotti picked on
I don't know anything about that. I've never heard it.
Almighty. Don't like nobody. But maybe somebody out here, one of the prescribers, knows something about that, and they'll share it with you in the comments. I have no clue. So, yeah, everyone came out of the woodwork with a will. Exactly. I remember that movie. GF, why did he get the inheritance? Do you remember the movie? I haven't watched it. So
the will was null and void. They proved the handwriting on the will. He actually traced Howard Hughes' name on the will.
Really?
Yeah.
All
of them were thrown out of court. Every will was thrown out. The Mormons made up one. His Mormon bodyguards made up one, which is the big fight. But I think there were 3 or 4 wills, and all of them were thrown out, and a judge decided who would get what, and it was done privately.
Huh.
Nobody really knows exactly where everything went or the amounts.
Michael Graham, Howard Hughes said his one true love was actress Katharine Hepburn, but she was in love with Spencer Tracy.
That's a fact. That's
really?
A fact. Yeah.
Katharine Hepburn was gay.
She was.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, she was.
Are you serious?
Yes.
See, you always learn something new on the show. What the hell can I say? I mean,
she also had something with the Communist Party. She was a liberal that was from Connecticut. Her family lived up in Connecticut, and her whole family belonged. And she went to a couple meetings. She signed a card to go in, and she had a real hard time. Hughes helped her out with that. He spent a lot of money on her.
The plane was supposed to be a high altitude recon plane. I don't know what the hell you guys were talking about.
It was a test, but it was a
pieces. Got it. Pieces of it were taken. I'm reading between Julie M and the crowd. The The plane was supposed to be a high altitude reconnaissance plane. Thank goodness it was covered. They moved it huge pieces they moved it in pieces on huge barges. It went up to Oregon. Now, isn't that where the Spruce Goose is as well? The one that he
They
had.
finally moved that, but I saw that in Long Beach when I was out in California. I saw it in Long Beach before they moved it.
So I guess he had huge government contracts. Rick Charlton, the government took most of the money at death. The government's known for doing that, taking our money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his taxes weren't cheap. I'll tell you that much.
The Spruce Goose, it flew 100 yards, but he proved that it could get off the water. You know what I mean? He proved it.
He said, if this plane doesn't fly, I'll leave the United States and never come back.
Hey, Doug, help your having
Fly. Come on, up.
Hughes hated commies. She wore pants at the time that only lesbians wore pants. That really?
Yeah, that's kind of the way it was.
Wow. Spencer Tracy was also gay, according to Don Cheech.
No, I don't believe he was. He had a wife and several mistresses along the way, and I don't think he ever.
Hey, all right.
It's the thing. You got to put people out there after they're dead and say they were gay.
Do you know what? I shouldn't say it. Never mind.
Trace said there's something very, very interesting here.
They have an air museum in Tillamook. Trace, Hughes bought the Frontier, the Sands, Castaways, the Landmark, Silver Slipper, North Las Vegas Airport, Alamo Airways, and thousands of acres of undeveloped land. Yes, all of Summerlin was owned by Howard Hughes. He owned all of it.
But he owned the Frontier. He had the Frontier, and now he was taking over the Stardust. They had to stop him.
Now, do you know why he bought all that land, Hughes?
No.
Okay. So they were doing all the nuclear testing out at the the Nevada test site. Okay. He hated it. And every time they were doing that, and he was petitioning the governor saying, please stop this testing because it's going to destroy my properties. One, the ground shaking, right? I got pools in the ground. I got, right? High rises. And two, it's going to scare the tourists off. When actually, the casinos were marketing to the tourists, come to Vegas, we'll have an atomic party with Miss Atomic contests and atomic cocktails. And at 3 a.m, when we get all liquored up, we'll go to the rooftop and we'll have drinks and we'll put the sunglasses on and watch the flash and see the cloud go up and
watch the mushroom.
They even had a tour company for $3 a head. They'd take you out 10 miles from the test site so you could get up close and personal. But back
then, lots of radiation poisoning.
Right? Lord knows what the radiation did, but back then the government said, take a broom and have somebody sweep you down afterwards and take a little shower. That'll get rid of it. Really? Come on. But hey, that's what the government said. They said, just take a shower. It's radiation. That'll happen. Yeah. Anyway, so they wanted glowing reviews. That's funny, Jim. Yeah, they did. They got glowing reviews. They had people walking around that glowed in the dark. All right. Oh my God. So yeah, anyway, they were doing all that testing out here. And that's why the Stardust is the shape the sign was.
Monsters Crackle said something here. Very interesting. This is new facts for me. Thank you.
Whose maiden name is Summerlin.
Right. And it is.
Benedict Mastriani. Thank you. Yeah, I think it was. Although that's a question I could look up in a moment.
You certainly can.
It might be true. But the reason he bought that land was he was going to test safe weapons. Safe weapons. That's an oxymoron. A safe weapon. What's the safe weapon? A Nerf missile?
That's like friendly fire. Friendly fire.
Friendly fire, yes. It's like,
oh, he got killed by friendly fire. Safe weapons. They don't do anything.
Weapons. Yeah, safe weapons. Airsoft pistols. What the hell is he gonna go develop safe weapon? I don't know. But you know what? We are thankful for the radar guided missile because of Hughes Corp.
Yes.
Radar itself, I believe, was developed by Hughes Corp, right?
No, it
They
wasn't.
did, no, but radar guided missiles were, I believe.
They were.
Yes. So it's yeah. Anyway. Well,
Adam, are we going to spin the wheel?
we're gonna, yeah, but that's not for a few more minutes. We got about,
Okay.
yeah, we got about 10 minutes. Trace, while Hughes was on his buying spree, Las Vegas politicians hawked Hughes as a force driving mobsters out of the city. Well, every time that he bought one of those casinos, he wrote the governor a "You're welcome" note. You're welcome. Got another one of your casinos out. Another one out there.
Yeah.
But the banana nut ice cream. Now that's just off to banana nut ice cream. 100 gallons of ice cream. Come
What
on.
are we having at the buffet downstairs, banana?
Ice cream. Yeah, exactly. Friendly Fire is the name of a gun store in my video game, Joey Ayupa. Nice. That's cool. The only safe weapon is unloaded.
You can always load it, so it's still a weapon.
Safe
You have
weapon.
one in one hand or the clip, bang.
A
It's
rubber
loaded.
knife? Is that a safe weapon, a rubber knife?
Yeah.
I just, it's a murder knife. Murder knife. It's a murder rope. It's a murder gun. Safe weapons equal hours. Okay. So looks like we just went down a rabbit hole. So anyway, he was built. It's why he had all that land out there and the property, and it was the atomic age, and he was. Anyway, he tried to buy the Stardust, and that's when they stopped and they said, no, it's not going to happen. You're gonna have a monopoly if you do. So no point in that. Mm-hmm. So Red, what do you know about Bob Mayhew working with Sam Giancana and the CIA to whack the beard?
Only what I read.
Now, you're talking about Fidel Castro?
Yes.
The beard? That's got to be who he's talking about.
Yeah. Only what I read.
So?
He donated money. That's all I read things about it. It's not proven. It's not really documented. It's probably in the CIA's files that we'll never read.
One day they may declassify it.
Yeah, when I'm dead.
Never know. I'll tell you what a safe weapon isn't. Any weapon in Alec Baldwin's hands.
He's still working on that one.
No, I haven't used the glass hammer yet. Just check. The Spruce Goose is at Evergreen Air Museum in McMinnville, Oregon. That's right next to Tillamook, Oregon. Famous creamery. Ooh, it's a famous creamery up there, huh?
Yes.
Many mob associates remained in those casinos after Howard Hughes came in. Correct, Keith Helton. It's true. In the mob mentality,
They ran the museum. They ran the casinos. He only owned the properties. He owned the hotels, but he let them run the casinos because he didn't have people that ran it. Not only that, all the people around him were Mormons. They didn't believe in gambling. And they only let Mormons, that little clique inside.
Because you can't, well, they don't, okay, so they're gambling.
They don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't use caffeine, and they don't gamble.
They don't gamble, they don't smoke, they don't use the caffeine, and they don't swear. They don't say fuck, ever. Never. You won't hear it unless they're really. You know why you always take 2 Mormons with you when you go fishing?
No.
Because if you take just one, he'll drink all your beer. Oh man. So he had all the Mormons, but they'll run the casinos. They just won't go down there and gamble in them. Do you know whether Joe Kennedy and Gloria Swanson were guests of Howard Hughes?
I knew that Joe Kennedy, he was very close to Gloria Swanson, and they had a fight over her. I don't think they were guests. They might have been in the same hotel that he owned, or he bought the hotel or something like that, but they hated each other with a passion. Joe Kennedy hated. Matter of fact, there's a story about that. A very quick one. There's a gentleman's club, not like the gentleman's clubs we see today, in Boston, where Joe Kennedy made a statement. Hughes was a member, and he was kind of aggravated that a Catholic could be a member of this club. And so he heard Joe Kennedy bragging about, he said, I raised my son to be a president. And he said, which one? The dead one? And Kennedy went spastic. He turned around and looked at him and says, all of my sons. I raised all of them to be presidents.
Wow.
He was definitely against JFK and definitely against RFK.
Yes. Geez, I don't know. What, wasn't Mayhew the one who bugged Sam's girl?
No.
Huh.
No, it was not.
Did the outfit try to whack Hughes? I
No,
heard
never.
that.
Never.
No, I heard his own.
Hands off on Hughes because he was giving them money like it was going out of style. When he bought these places, he didn't play their fair market value. He went, what's it worth? Oh, it's worth $2 million? Give him 10.
Right. Well, wow. I thought it was Hughes. Nah. Who knows? Never mind. Not even gonna. I'm going there. I'm gonna say something gonna get us demonetized. So
No. Don't do that.
I went to high school with a relative of Lucky Luciano. She looked just like him, a female version. Her last name was Luciano. What?
I don't even want to go there.
Yeah, what? Look, man, you know what Lucky Luciano looked like? The eye and everything was like all, because they beat that. I couldn't even imagine a female version of that. That's got to be the damnedest, ugliest. Never mind. I don't want to say anything mean, you know?
Yeah.
I don't. So, oh, okay. So, you ready to do a little bit of
Wheel of the deal.
Did we do the trivia now, or you think we should wait?
Let's do it.
Guys, we could talk about Howard a little bit more.
We can talk about Howard afterwards.
You know what? I didn't mention the mob tour is open out here in Vegas. Sure is. It's open.
It better be.
Yeah, I had Devin and Amy on the other day. Hey guys, we just got done with the Vegas mob tour, and Devin and Amy from South Dakota made it out here and finally did the tour. What'd you guys think of it?
Awesome. Totally awesome.
Very, very good.
What was your favorite part?
So many to name off. I mean,
I like the casino house.
The casino house. Everyone loves the casino house. The filming locations from the movie. Everybody likes that. How about the bringing Frank back to life?
Oh, that was awesome.
Spilatro's awesome. Hey, if they can make it out from South Dakota, you guys can make it out here too. So be sure to prescribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys, for taking the tour.
Thank you.
Hey, Devin, Amy, thanks again for coming on the tour. It was great having you on, and I'm glad that you enjoyed yourselves. I got a group of 7 people coming out that use the Mob Vlog code in a couple of days. Yeah, I can't wait to meet them. So we'll have another big group on. So anyway, Rick Charlton didn't get to listen last week. You need a hint.
Well, you're going to get a hint.
That's why you need to listen. You missed the show. You missed the question. Can I say? Anyway.
I could say something. Get somebody, give the question up. Tell them what it is. Give me a hint.
Oh, a great spin the wheel question. How much does the champagne dinner cost that's on the marquee in the beginning of Adam's opening sequence? I don't even know the answer to that.
Neither do I.
Damn good question. Maybe we'll do that, a month from now. Hey, somebody suggested a question. This is why you have to watch the show, because you'll miss things like this. And this could end up being the question in a week. You never know. Carmine left?
Again,
Carmine left. Okay. Here it is. The question. Are you guys ready? Oh, and then we get to have somebody call in, and then we get to spin the wheel. and the whole deal. So here it is. This is it. Who did Red Wemette give the deed to his Atlantic City property to?
Oh, wow.
Okay. Who did Red Wemette give the deed to his Atlantic City property to?
I'll never forget.
Gave his deed. You got to be shitting me.
Joey Upa's got it.
Are you kidding me?
No,
No, hold on. I just want to make sure because there's a couple other. Holman got it.
Joey Upa's the first one.
But Joey Aoop is the first one. Joey, I hope that you could call into the channel because
If you can't claim your prize.
yeah, you can't claim your prize, so you got to be able to call in. But we got ourselves a winner. Joey Ayupa is going to be calling into the show. Let's hope that he can call in.
What's the number?
And we'll put the number in the comments so that you guys see the number. And if this guy says anything about whacking a ham sandwich while he's on air, I'm telling you what. All right, so congratulations, Joey, Kathy, Jean, Mobster Chronicle. You have to spell his name right to win. Ooh, is the name misspelled? It might be misspelled, but that's okay. I'm not. You talking to the butcher? You know, I mean, we're gonna take a misspelling as a no way. There's no freaking way that we would take a misspelling and count that against somebody. So as soon as you call in, Joey, we're gonna have you on, and he's probably having to pull off the highway or something right now because he's driving, and who knows what's going on. But that's gonna have him on here now. Next, we're gonna be on Red's channel. Red's gonna tell you what we're gonna talk about.
Yes. During my entire time, most of, I would say from 73 all the way through to current, I suffered from agoraphobia, and something I wrote about in my book. And when I did, that's what we're going to be talking about: how I actually interacted with the mob, how I acted with the FBI, whatever, the whole thing. But that's what we're going to be talking about on my show afterwards.
Okay, Red, we got Doves on with us.
Okay.
Joey Ayupa.
Red, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay, we
You
got
hear me?
Doves on. Yeah. We can hear you. How you doing today, Doves?
Not too bad. I just got done eating a ham sandwich. What's going on?
See, I told you this guy's going to bring up a ham sandwich within the first statement. I just got done eating a ham sandwich. What do you do? What do you do, Doves?
I am an Amazon bookseller. I have a book store.
You got a bookstore on Amazon. That's all you do?
I do.
Wow.
Yes.
What kind of books do you sell?
I sell them all. Any book that sells.
Oh, do you sell Red's book?
I don't think so. No, that could change. That could change.
Yeah, that might be.
It's on there. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. That comes from guys like me when you go on Amazon Prime.
All right. So awesome, man. So
Thank you.
You how long you been watching the show? You've been on forever, man.
I've been watching since day one.
Since day one. That's just crazy. So I'm
Since
glad
it was coffee or colada.
Man, you've been watching over 2 years now.
Oh man, yeah. Time flies when you're eating having fun.
When you're eating ham sandwiches. You hear him? He can't resist himself, right?
I can't resist.
Okay, we're going to spin the wheel for you. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go. And it's off. And it looks like Doves is going to win a...
Lake Mead Barrel Ride.
Oh, a picture. You're going to get a picture of Red and I.
All right.
All right, excellent. All right, so what I need you to do, Doves, is I need you to text me to this number your address and your name that you want it sent to, okay?
Okay.
Awesome, dude. Thanks so much for being on the show, and hope to see you in the after party. We're going to talk about Red and his agoraphobia.
Oh, I'll be there. Wouldn't want to miss it.
All right, awesome. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
being on.
Joey.
Thanks for being
No
part of the show, man. We really do appreciate you. So does everybody else.
No problem, everybody. I'm glad to be part of the family.
That's great, man. Hey, be sure to grab a coffee cup. We got the new cup holder.
Yeah.
Red. Check it out. It's a picture, Red. Well, I'm going to send you a picture, but you can get a coffee cup too. There it is. And on the other side, it says, what does it say on the other side of the cup? It's got a picture, Red and I. And on the other side, it says, tune in live. Tune live. I can't even read it, Red. Let me make it bigger. Tune in live this Redness Day. Yeah. Adam Flowers, Red Wemette, and all prescribers discuss the facts, argue the opinions, and always learn something new. Colada Crew 2022. So grab one of those if you guys want. It'll be underneath the video. And Doves, thanks again for being on the show. We'll see you in the see you on the next live.
All right. Thanks for having me. You guys have a good one.
Hey,
Take care
Thank
now.
you, Joey.
Text us the address. Okay.
Got you. Dubs out.
All right. God bless. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Okay. So there you go. Red. Another successful Redness Day. And with
Yes.
that, everybody, and with that, everybody, it is it's time to say goodbye. All good things must come to an end. And today has been a fun time. So, Red, you have a great day. See you in the
Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody. God bless. It's been fun. Mob Vlog.